episode of the Hollywood Critics Association Longbox. My name is Tessa Smith. You guys can find me everywhere at Mama's Geeky, mamasgeeky.com, Mama's Geeky here on YouTube, Mama's Geeky on Twitter, Mama's Geeky on Instagram, Mama's Geeky on TikTok, just Mama's Geeky. It's right there. There. So just search it. And I am joined by my lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Jonita Davis. Find me everywhere, Jonita L. Davis and the Black Cape.
And what we do here on the Long Box is that we connect the comic books with the movies and television shows that we all love and adore. Today, I think the majority of this episode just has to be all about what just happened last night. There was a massive fan event out in LA. Tom Holland showed up and he introduced the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. It's like, I got it right here. It's 3 minutes. And there's banana pants things that happen in it. It's insane. My reaction is up on my channel if you haven't checked that out yet already. And I did one this morning with my kids because they're massive Marvel fans as well. So be sure to check that out. So we're going to talk about that. And then also, Joe and I got a little sneak peek at something super fun that's coming up soon. My favorite Avenger, if you couldn't tell by the purple behind me, is Hawkeye. I love me some Hawkeye. He's my favorite. I love Kate Bishop, and so we got to see the first 2 episodes, right, of Hawkeye. So we're going to talk about that, but we can't even give reviews yet. We have to give what Disney Marvel call a social reaction, whatever that means. That means
I don't know.
I don't know, right? It's kind of weird because, like, I guess we can't have a full written review, but we could talk a little bit about it, right? A social reaction, which I've seen people's social reactions be like 30 tweets in a row. I'm like, that feels like a review.
It does just a little bit.
There's a line there. And I was just telling Joe right before we got on here, literally right before we started, it's right there. I can almost touch it. I got a package from Kate Bishop herself, all about, it's a Hawkeye. Wow. It's like, it says the best gifts come with a bow. Get it, bow, archer. So I'm excited to open it up. I'm going to be doing that on my channel a little later today. It's killing me that it's right there, but it came like 5 minutes before we were supposed to go live. So I was like, I can't open this yet and give it the what it needs, you know? I need to go through it piece by piece. So I'm rambling. And then Joe said if we got time, she's got some comics to chat about, right? So
there's like one book that's debuting that's got like all the Robins in it. All of the Robins. All of them. So we can talk about stuff. Yeah.
We'll stick that at the end. So first things first. Let's talk Spider-Man No Way Home. This is crazy. So the speculation has been basically from the beginning, right? That we're getting all 3 Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Okay. We know we're in the multiverse now. It's a thing. It's happening. It's happening everywhere. It's happening in Loki. It's happening in WandaVision. It's happening in, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness clearly is going to be. But that comes after this, which makes me think, because Doctor Strange, it feels like he's going to be a pretty major character, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It feels like, I don't know. Like I said, like I told you, I didn't know what half the stuff was that was going on. So correct me if I'm wrong. But it feels like Doctor Strange is going to be chasing down Peter because Peter botched something and did something he wasn't supposed to do to get himself out of this whole mess of his identity being. And that's not a spoiler, guys. If you watched the last one, you know. So don't come at us.
Right. Listen, if you don't know that already, then catch up because it's been out for a while.
Right. You've had enough time for that one. But it seems like Peter tries to fix it and maybe goes and does something with some of Doctor Strange's toys.
Well, when Doctor Strange, we did see in the teaser, Doctor Strange, because I went back and I watched the teaser after watching this trailer, right? To just make sure everything was super fresh in my head. And while Doctor Strange is doing that spell, remember Peter's like, oh, and this person, and that person, and this person. And so he's like, hold on. And now, so I think that messed him up. Because remember, he was getting flustered and we said that's what made us think it really doesn't feel like our Doctor Strange. Like getting flustered like that didn't feel real.
No, it didn't.
I still wonder if it's going to be that what if Doctor Strange.
I think so. He still was kind of testy. But in one point during this trailer, Peter did take something from Doctor Strange and it looked like he was chasing him. Yeah, it looked like he was chasing him down for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
know.
so-
This is the thing. They're not telling us much of anything.
No, nothing. Not one thing. Nothing. We know nothing.
It's going to be like a 3-hour movie, I heard too, which is crazy. Close to 3 hours is what I heard. So it feels right for Marvel and for something major.
It works for Eternal, so.
Exactly. So I'll give you my like theory just from what we've seen in the trailer, and then we can kind of break down the trailer, okay?
Okay.
After seeing the teaser and then seeing this trailer, this is what I think. I think, obviously, Peter messed up Doctor Strange's spell, and he said ever since we botched that spell, people are coming through from other universes. So like the Electro we see, he looks different. I think he's going to be an Electro from a different universe, not this, not that Electro. Who knows? It could be the Electro we've already seen, but he just was so different that I feel like maybe he's like, they're just saying these are villains from anywhere. There seems like there's 2 goblins in this trailer, which had me so excited. I mean, I love, if I'm going favorite MCU villain, it's Green Goblin. So I was thrilled about that. But my favorite villain of all time is still Joker. But still, so we got 2 Green Goblins. We got a Sandman that we saw. We got Lizard. It's crazy. So I think all these people are coming through from multiple universes, maybe not just the 3 Spider-Man universes that we know. Okay. That's kind of my thought. Also, when you see Doc Ock there, and he's kind of, I was going to say he's joking with Peter and his friends, but it really feels like Peter, they're just making fun of him.
Oh, they are roasting him. They're roasting him for his name. Like,
I love it though. It's so funny. So I think, so there's that. And it seems like they kind of, I don't want to say they're friends, but maybe they're working together in a way, right? I think he ends up, because he's like, you're not Peter. And I think that's where their fight ends. And they kind of talk and they figure stuff out. And then I have a feeling they kind of work together. And then how Doctor Strange said, how did he put it? He goes, they died fighting Spider-Man. That's their fate. So, and Peter seemed upset. And he's like, I'm sorry. And Peter's like, I am too. So I think at that point, he's working with Doc Ock. Or at least doesn't want to kill him, right? And so he's like, doesn't want to send him back to his reality where he's going to die. I think that's what that box is doing. Sending them back to their realities. And so that's why Peter stole it back.
So I have a question. I have a question.
Okay.
So is this going to be Peter Spider-Man working with the villains against Doctor Strange?
I think maybe eventually it could be. At least the nice villains that don't try to kill him immediately. And like actually.
Nice villains? The nice villains.
You know how I love villains. I have a justification for all of them. Well, the ones that come when they realize it's not their Spider-Man, right? It's not their Peter. So like Doc was like, oh, you're not him. And then they like
Peter, so I don't have to kill you.
Right.
Let me work with you to get me home.
Exactly. But then they don't want to send him home and have him die. I don't know. I mean, listen, this is all theory off of collectively 4.5 minutes of footage we've seen. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm really thinking Peter doesn't want them to die. And that's why he looked so sad, you know, and he's like, I'm sorry, Peter. And Peter's like, I am too. So there's that.
Yeah.
Also a theory that I heard in the comments and that I even tweeted about it. I talked about it in my reaction this morning with my kids, and my daughter Lori and I cried because we're super emotional. I think, I know, if you, and I'm going to try to say it without crying because it just like warms my heart. It's like happy tears. It's happy tears. But in the final shot of this trailer 2 that we got, you see MJ falling, right? And it looks like well, it's not the final shot. It's the final shot before the black. Maybe it's no, because then you get the Doctor Strange thing after. But you know what I mean. The final shot before they say like blah 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 blah, and then you get the other part. But anyway, she's falling. Very reminiscent of Gwen Stacy. It's funny. I immediately said they better not Gwen Stacy MJ. My daughter Lori, same thing. She said, I hope they don't kill her like they did Gwen Stacy. So then you see the hand reach out. You know, you kind of see our Tom Holland Peter going after her, but then you see close up a hand reaching out. It looks like it could be Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man reaching out to save her, which he couldn't do for Gwen. I am going to cry. I don't want to cry. How full circle, like redemption would that be? Because, you know, he reached his web out, if you remember in Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it's right from the comics, which I loved, and I know a lot of people hated, but you know me, and I love when they reference a comic. I didn't know, you know, because you're the same way. That shot of, you know, you can't stop. She's going so hard. He stops her, and she does hit her head in this one. In the comic, she just snaps her neck from the force. And you see that shot of the web and him and her just like, you know, that like her body, her lifeless body hanging. I thought it was fantastic. I was sad, of course, because I love Emma Stone and Gwen Stacy, but I loved that they referenced the comic. And now I'm going to go off on a tangent, but I really wish we would have gotten Andrew Garfield's third Spider-Man, because I would have loved to see him dealing with the grief and all that. But for him to be able to save MJ would just, like, wouldn't it just like warm your heart? Like, he accidentally killed Gwen. He lost Gwen. And he'd be able to save MJ.
Well, not to like go off of your moment here. I mean, but it goes along with Doctor Strange telling him you can't, or was it Doctor Strange or Doc Ock saying you can't save everybody?
I think he said
everybody.
Didn't he say I can't save everybody? He might have said I can't save everybody, like Peter, but maybe someone else said it too.
So that would be a good moment for the others to come in.
I know. It would be. See, it's just you don't know, so we just have to come up with theories because they haven't told us anything.
It's gonna be really weird seeing Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man after watching that Tick Tick Boom on on Netflix, where he's this he's
very different from Spider-Man.
He's like Jonathan Larson. He's a playwright and pianist, and he sings. I did not know Andrew Garfield sings. Please don't let him sing in this one in Spider-Man. Do you think they'll make him sing?
No, I hope not. That would be weird.
I hope not. Yeah, I hope not.
Please no. We're getting Rogers the musical in Hawkeye. We're good. We don't need more singing in Marvel stuff, which we'll talk about later. Which I want to be a real musical. And
no,
it would be awful, but it would be so fun. But we'll talk about that later.
No, we can't do it. Do not listen to Tessa. No, don't let it happen.
Please.
That was so.
Remember
the few
that
minutes was
Spider-Man one? It did so bad. That was a Spider-Man musical. I never saw it. I wanted to see it, and they canceled it before. Didn't it like set on fire all the time, and like the people were getting hurt? It was a mess. It was a mess.
Oh my God.
But I remember that. But no, I think. I mean, also there's the shot. If you remember, there's Sandman, Electro, and Lizard, right? And there's just lonely little Tom Holland fighting them, right? That doesn't seem right.
By himself, yeah. Poor kid.
So that originally didn't seem
where's
right.
everybody else?
Well, you've got room around him too, that they easily could have just been like, let's hide this person. They're not here. But then I think it was Sony Brazil. Someone released a trailer that was almost exactly the same, but you see Lizard be like, oh, like he swings his head like someone just punched him and nobody's there. I mean, Tom Holland didn't air punch him from miles away, did he?
Somebody else, yeah.
Another Spider-Man did. Listen, I love that. I think for sure they've got to be in this, right? At this point.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you think they photoshopped him out of the trailer?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, think about Infinity War. We see Hulk. Hulk never comes out in Infinity War. Remember, he's scared to come out. That was the whole thing. There's literally no Hulk in Infinity War, and he's in the Infinity War trailer.
Yes.
I never trust a Marvel trailer. They mess it up. They're
never
like,
trust a Marvel trailer.
They're like, this is the truth. Just kidding. The scene is totally fake. It's not even in the movie. And you're like, what is happening? Like they know what they're doing. So I think they photoshopped out. And also, there's the scene on the bridge. Maybe not now. I don't know. But you see Tom Holland, and then there's spots on either side of him. And he's just like there, like in the middle with nothing around him, which just doesn't feel right. Or they're totally trolling us and they're like, let's get a shot of Tom Holland in the middle of this screen with all this room around him and stick it out there and make everybody think there's a bunch of people here we photoshopped out. Because you can't trust Marvel. They mess with you.
They do. Hard. It's
crazy.
They troll their fans.
They do.
In the best way, but they still do.
In the best way. I know. So I'm wondering if I'm going to try to share my screen because I've got the trailer here because there was a couple things I wanted to show. Let's see if I can share my screen. Okay. All right. So let me know if it starts to echo or if you can hear it at all. Okay. Because I'm not sure with my headphones and how it'll work. So let's start and let's see. Do you hear it at all?
No.
I'm afraid. Okay, if I take these out, I don't want to echo. So let's try this and see if I echo. This is the problem.
Push the little audio. Click the audio box when you shared your screen? Share audio?
I did.
Okay.
But yeah, audio. Let's see. Okay, how does this work? Let me know if it's echoey. Does it echo at all or no? Perfect.
No, it's not to me.
Okay, not to you, which hopefully means everybody else. Whoever's here, let us know in the comments if it does. Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So we've got like that shot of him. Let's see if we can. It's so fast.
Okay, so is that Spider? His arm was red. Doc Ock's arm was red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Spider-Man something? That has something to do with Spider-Man, right?
It's totally Stark Tech. Like, it's totally Stark Tech. And I think that's crazy. So, again, is this the same Doc Ock? Is this a different Doc Ock? I feel like they could be taking, yes, they're the same, but we know that there's variants of everybody now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem, right? So, like, I don't know what to believe. Is this, like, really the Doc Ock we know? Is this, or is...
I just know the red tentacles is a new thing.
It is a new thing. It is like, it feels very much like Stark Tech, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. That goblin is also not William Dafoe. There's no way that's William Dafoe. They make it almost impossible to see. I can't imagine, like, that's like basically Hobgoblin, which means it's like Harry, which means they're not going to bring back James Franco after how the stuff he's done. Like, he's an offender, right? They're not going to bring him back into the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's going to be somebody else.
I mean, exactly. It could be from The Amazing Spider-Man. It's very hard to tell. They make it so that you really can't see. That is
right.
But
not
anyway,
at all. Not even a little bit.
Another goblin makes me super happy. So there's that. And then Electro is different, as we know. There's Spider-Man. So here we go. Oh my gosh.
He looks so beat up. I mean, I'm like, he just needs a hug.
So beat up there. And then, here's this whole thing. He talks about how he feels normal with her knowing. That's crazy, by the way. I would never let Spider-Man fly me into a train.
Mm-mm.
See, so he said when you botched the spell, I think, or maybe he said we. Let's listen.
No, you.
Nope, that was too. Here.
Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
Ugh.
Want to forget that Peter Parker botched that spell where you wanted everyone. When you botched that spell.
When you botched that spell. So, I think I had seen some theories where I think it definitely could be Superior Doc Ock. So I had seen some theories before where in the teaser, people said, because Doctor Strange said, don't worry, I won't cast it, right? I won't cast the spell. And then he winked, remember? People said, oh, well, he's just going to make Peter do it. So then when he's got the stuff going around and Peter's adding in all those extra people, oh, and so-and-so can, and that is my best friend, and this and that and that. Now it does seem like he messed it up, right? Maybe Doctor Strange wasn't performing the spell. It was Peter. And he messed it up. Which is crazy. So,
but I don't. The Doctor Strange doing it in the first place has me thinking that he has to be a different Doctor Strange.
He's got
because he wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it in the first place.
He's a little different. Like, he feels more like the one we've seen in What If. To me.
He seems more of a crabapple than he usually is.
But also, the multiverse is breaking. I can see why that would put him in a mood. So
yeah, I mean, that would put anybody in a mood.
Right, and I think that's why they're on purpose choosing stuff. But so here he is going in here. Obviously, there's issues with all the snow and stuff.
Inside the house.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
So they messed up the spell, or Peter messed up the spell, and he says we've started getting some visitors, which is amazing. And then, of course, we get our goblin. This made me so excited. I love Goblin. So this, we also have this new suit, Spider-Man, which we've seen in I've seen it in the toys. I tell you, that's the worst. Toys are always the source of leaks. They're always the source of stuff because
they are. Yeah.
At least we prepped so far in advance for them to be ready when the movie comes out. So I love this suit, and there's a really cool shot of it in a second too. but I think I love the gold and black. I'm a big fan of it.
So I heard that this was the right original suit turned inside out.
That's what I've heard too. He turns his suit inside out. I don't know why he would turn his suit inside out. I guess we'll see.
Somebody said because he got green ink on him or green paint or green something by the people that were like protesting.
Oh, maybe. That would make sense, I guess.
That would, I guess. Yeah.
And then he turns it inside out. I mean, you would think you could just clean
Go get another one. Or it's got nanotech. I mean, surely the nanos know how to clean. I mean, they know how to like create tentacles and shoot weapons, but they don't know how to clean off paint.
Listen, they do. This is just an excuse to give him another suit.
Okay.
Right?
It just doesn't sing for me. That's all.
Don't think too hard about it. Marvel's like, how do we get him a new suit? Let's throw stuff on his suit. Sure.
This should work. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So we've got the Doc Ock coming in. So that's what we saw the last time. Hello, Peter. Freak out, excited. The end of the trailer. And now this line is one of my favorite lines of the entire thing that he delivers here. Like, just look at that fight.
You're not Peter Parker.
That. I love that. You're not Peter Parker. What? Like, so that is huge. So I think that is when they end up, like I said earlier, I think that's when they're going to start to kind of work together, right? Like, he's going to not try to attack him because he knows who Peter Parker is. Because obviously Peter Parker works for him. So he's like, wait, you're not my Peter. So then a lot of people I saw speculating, but again, who knows? I think that's a good time for them to show up, right? Like, what about me? No, you're not my Peter. What about me? Oh, you're the Peter I know, you know. I don't know, because it sure seems like they have quite a relationship with Doc Ock later where they're making fun of him and they're talking about him. So I don't think that's when the other ones are going to show up. But
they have to at some point.
I think they will. I don't know. I go back and forth, and they're starting to get to me with their marketing. Like, I'm starting to think maybe they aren't in this. And then I'm like, wait, no, they are. But they're messing with my brain. I think I just don't want to be disappointed if they don't show up.
Well, somebody once told me not to think too hard about this Marvel trailer.
Yeah. Like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah. 5 minutes ago, somebody might have said that.
Look at that.
I'm sorry, what was your name again? Dr. Otto Octavius. Wait, no, seriously, what's your name?
I love that.
Tentacles like follow. He's like, what? Look at them all laughing. Oh, I love those three so much.
I know.
It's so great. But I'm trying to figure out, it looks like he's trapped. So they're talking to him. It looks like he's stuck back there, right?
There are others out there. We need to send them back.
Okay. Here's a better look at the suit. So he's got like this time thing going on that's a very Doctor Strange addition to his suit for sure. So is that something that's going to send them back to their multiverse? Like, is that how he's supposed to trap them? What does it do? I don't know. But do you see Electro behind him? Right here?
I didn't notice that. Did not notice that.
So that's like Electro forming behind him. I'm assuming. Sure feels like it. Which is very cool. So he's obviously in a fight with Electro here.
Yeah.
We're about to be.
So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple magic words myself, starting with the word please.
I love that part.
I love her.
That's my favorite line of the whole trailer. I love her.
Starting with the word please. She's so sarcastic. I adore her. I look at Tom's face here. So great. Oh, there's so much.
He's like, you're gonna die. Okay, do you know who he is?
Right, exactly. Like, did you just tell Doctor Strange to ask you nicely? Like, you're like you're his mom.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
All right, so here it looks like sand, right? Looks like it's got to be Sandman's windy.
Sandman.
Maybe. Yeah. But we haven't gotten much of him. We see him in a little second here. So that's like Electro and Sandman. And then, of course, we've got J. Jonah Jameson, which is super exciting. I love him so much, too. He's you talk about perfect casting. MCU
Gotta have him.
Casting. I mean, J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson. He looks exactly like him. Exactly.
He does. When you look at the comics, he does. He does.
Like previously, because I know a lot of times, and I'm sure DC does this too, I think actually I've seen them do it, where the character in the comics starts to look like the live action one as it goes on. Like they kind
yes. Yeah, they kind of merge them a little bit, and it's like, okay, did they always look like the same person? Did they always look like the same person?
Right. No. But J. Jonah
Yeah.
for sure did. There's a few that, like Tony Stark has always looked like Robert Downey Jr. to me, but I think they refined it a little bit. But basically they're like the same. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. And you see the Daily Bugle right here? I love it.
Oh, in the truck. See, you notice all these details that I don't notice.
Oh, listen, this is like the 40th time I've watched this trailer, probably. So that's probably
Okay, so I see Electro.
Yep,
Where
Electro.
is he shooting over there?
What's this? Just like a street.
Yeah, where's that going to?
Whatever.
Shooting
Looks like
somebody?
it's a bridge, maybe.
So they're both, are they like destroying the bridge together?
Because that's Sandman for sure. Right here is Sandman, definitely. But what's he doing? Here's the thing. He's going here towards the bridge. Sandman's going to nothing? Or are there two Spider-Men here? Right? Is there a Spider-Man down here and a Spider-Man up here? Or
Right.
Like, maybe he's trying
That's
to
what I was
create
looking at.
a tornado from the air too. Maybe.
Together?
Two
Teamwork.
right, exactly.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah.
Yes.
Um.
That's just Spidey up in the air.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So he said you're fighting ghosts, right? Did you hear that? Doc Ock says that?
To fight ghosts. What do you mean? They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
So it's their fate. So here he is clearly fighting Goblin, which is amazing. Or Hobgoblin, who I don't know who. But he's fighting a goblin, obviously. And so he's telling them they all died fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. So that's why I'm thinking he's about to be sad. That's why I think he's kind of connected with Doc Ock here. Or maybe he just doesn't want to kill people.
Ooh, so Peter becomes a villain in this one.
Sorry, kid. Yummy deal. Don't.
So
see, that's the part right there.
Yes.
That
So
part
he
right
said,
there.
so he's saying, so listen, this is what's crazy. This is what I think. He's got that box and whatever it's doing, it's returning them to their universes where they die, is my assumption. So he says, I'm sorry, kid. Peter says, I am too, because he's about to betray Doctor Strange and take that thing that's doing that, right? This is what it seems like.
Don't.
See, he stole it. I just missed it. He stole it. See, whatever this thing is, he takes it, and then he has it right here.
See, he knocks the Peter out of Spider-Man.
I know. Look,
wow,
that's
see,
crazy.
Look, see, he knocks the Peter out of him. That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's crazy. So I'm assuming whatever this is returning them to their times or something. It's almost looks exactly like the Eye of Agamotto there. Look, you can even see them next to each other. Doesn't it look almost the same design here? So, I mean, listen. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, cute squirrel. I never noticed a squirrel before. Someone with the dog back here. I was very focused on this. Maybe some girls in this. Huzzah! That would be amazing. So this is Tom Holland Peter, but I mean, is it going to be Tom Holland Peter? Probably. It looks like it. But so he's upset. He stole it. And things are about to get crazy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love the visuals.
I thought that was
So
the moment.
this-
See, he's still chasing him. See, that's what I
This to
mean.
me is not our Doctor Strange. Look at him. He looks way more evilly. He doesn't have his cape, which is interesting. Cape could
You
be
said way more. Okay.
That's my
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's,
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
feeling. It's an emotion.
I'm just trying to get it straight. That's all. Just want a clarification.
See his eyes. His eyebrows are those are eyebrows. But doesn't he feel like that? Like I'm like, I guess his cape could be out. You know, when he fights, his cape goes and does other stuff too. So it could definitely be that. But I just
No, he
get the
looks more
vibe
sinister.
here. He feels different, right?
Did he used to have 2 white stripes on the side of his head?
I think he does. Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like there's something different. There's
something.
really different about this one.
Well,
So maybe the Doctor Strange is chasing him.
You know what it could be?
What?
I just thought of this right now. You know how in the What If version he's got all the tentacles and crap that come out of him?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they photoshopped those out, and that's why he doesn't have a cape, and why he doesn't have maybe when he gets crazy and he's got all the things.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's it. What's this?
I was lying to us. Oh.
Did they mess up on the photoshopping? Let's see. Well, it's hard to tell. Let's see. I bet you it's just a thing. It's another one. I can see what it's moving now. But
No, the color of
like
his suit is different though. No, the color of his suit is different though from the last one.
Yeah. It feels like when he's going like this feels very much like what the What If one does when his tentacles and stuff come out, like when he was fighting Ultron and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Yeah, I agree.
And he sure looks like he's fighting Peter right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says there has to be another way.
That's where I got it from when I said earlier about, them actually, going at each other.
Yeah.
Because it feels like that's what's happening right now.
And then, watch this. We just saw Doctor Strange without the cape, right? And he goes, there has to be another way. And now watch this. He said there isn't.
He's got the cape back on.
So that's a weird.
You see by the collar. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not
not
happening one after the other, right? There's a split there.
Oh my God. You're like blowing my mind right now. I did not see all this when I watched it, okay?
See, that's why we gotta go through this, right? We still got a minute left of this trailer. We got Aunt May, of course, here. She's mad about something. I don't know what, but she's mad. Look at that face. She's
Something made her angered her, yeah.
This is crazy to me. So this, I feel like, is before their fight on the bridge when he threw him up against the wall, and because he knows he's not the same Spider-Man, unless they've edited in a totally different Spider-Man. That's possible too.
They're a danger to our universe.
They're showing us that tech. See, they're a danger to our universe. Electro is so different. Look how different he is. He feels more like Electro. So I'm thinking he's got to be a different Electro, right? From like a different universe.
Yeah.
Because he's not the same Electro.
Right.
Like a variant. He's one of the variants.
They have to give us some that were not in the movies, so that because they have to represent like more than just those universes. So there's got to have to be some new people.
Because he was
blue
that were not in the other one.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close. It's not like it's blue. This feels very much more like, I love this because that's a comic book written all over it. And I love it. I think the look is fantastic. Way better than that blue, whatever they were trying to do.
That made no sense.
More comic book accurate, and it looks fantastic. But he's got to be just, he's not the Electro we already know, but that's fine, right? They'll pull people from all different things. I still think it means we could get Toby and Andrew. Heck, we could get Toby, Andrew. The girls want to see Spider-Pig, Spider-Ham. Bring Spider-Ham in here. I don't care. Miles Morales, like, please, Miles.
People are saying that Miles is going to be there, but I'm just like, I haven't seen anything. Yeah.
Right. But that would be, if they left that as a final surprise, that would be amazing. I mean, we got to get Miles eventually.
We do. Yes, we have to.
Have to. So that looks like, to me, Electro and Doc Ock fighting. Which makes me think, is Doc Ock working with
Peter? Yeah.
Unless there's another Spider-Man here and Electro was trying to fight the other Spider-Man and Doc Ock got caught in the middle.
Doc Ock is saying, hey, this is not your Spider-Man and you need to don't provoke him or we're going to die,
Right. Exactly. Who knows though? See, now he's got that thing again. So and there's Electro. So is he trying to use that to capture them? Like, I feel like this box has something to do with sending them back. Somehow. I don't know.
Like the little box in Ghostbusters.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. Because why else is he carrying it in the middle of a fight? Unless he stole it and was running away, and that's when Electro comes through.
He did steal it from Doctor Strange.
No, but I mean, and is that when Electro comes through? Like, why? Because, or else, why is he fighting Electro? Middle of, I don't know.
I mean, taking anything from Doctor Strange, you got to run. You can't just stand there.
That's true.
You're struggling.
I love hearing William Dafoe. Okay. I just love him. Oh, this makes me so happy. So this is totally William Dafoe's Green Goblin, and I love it. And I think he's beautiful, and he's so amazing, and it makes me so happy to see. And I just want to look at it for an hour. Isn't he so pretty?
He's something.
I love him so much. I love Green Goblin. Okay, look at the ears. And, I just love seeing it. It makes me so happy.
I mean, if I squint a little bit, but I don't know. This is the face that catches me. I can't.
I love it. So this is like, this almost feels like Lady Liberty or some kind of structure. Doesn't it kind of look like Lady Liberty's crown? Maybe not.
I think that is her. I think they are on the Statue of Liberty. I think so.
That's crazy. It's so crazy. So so they're like, here, let's give William Dafoe's voiceover so that you're going to think this is the same Goblin. I don't think it's the same Goblin because, like, look at this, right? And now look. That's not the same Goblin. No. And you can't see who it is.
It's a different suit. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be James Franco. But it could be, oh my gosh, what's his name? I got to look it up. I am going to forget. But his name is, it's not, no. Oh my gosh. Dane DeHaan from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It could be him.
Mm-hmm.
But they've got it so that there's no way you can see who it is. Okay. It's hard. Like, they've got him going so fast. They're like, you can't tell who this is. That makes me happy. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Happy. I mean, so now we got Lizard, we got Sandman, we got Electro. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited.
Oh man, they're teamed up. Yep, all three of them teamed up. This is not good.
I love that little. I just want to watch it again. Look at him. I love that landing. Oh, it's so Spider-Man.
I wonder if Natasha's going to say something about it later.
Poser, such a poser. So he just said, what did he say? This is all my fault. Because I think he's the one who was doing the spell and it got messed up, right? I can't save everyone. Could it be Ned? I guess it could be Ned. The goblin, the other goblin. They're making it so they don't want anybody to know. That's why it's like this.
Ned, but
I think it's got to be a Harry, but I don't know. Maybe Ned's like coming to his rescue. And I don't know. I feel like it's going to be someone coming from another universe, though.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that, but maybe not Ned.
I don't know. Listen, I can't. These theories are killing me. I guess we only have like a month from today, so that's good. So he says, I can't save everyone. Look at him. He's so beat up and defeated.
Mm-hmm. Is that his way of telling MJ to stay home?
Probably. But this is where we're talking about, right? Look at him here. You're telling me there's not a Spider-Man here and not a Spider-Man here?
Mm-hmm.
Because who's he going to fight and who's he going to fight?
Maybe some people behind him too. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Huh. This is going to be crazy pants. That's what's going to be happening here. If we get like a portal like Endgame all over again, but with like every Spider-Man, I will be in my pants. I will be so happy.
Okay, so do you think Doctor Strange goes and gets those guys to help him out?
Maybe. Or maybe. I got a theory towards the end. We'll talk because it's at the end. But so then watch Lizard. Who's he trying to fight? Spider-Man's up here. Why is he swinging at someone over here? This could easily be a Spider-Man. It's blurry. They're like, let's throw in some smoke, right?
Sand, yeah.
Right, some sand. Let's throw in some sand to make it look like, nobody's here. Somebody's there. Look at this. Do you see the outline? Look. Watch my thing. There's legs. There's an arm,
I see it.
There's a head. Come on. You see that?
Yeah, he is going for somebody.
Because I get it. Like, let's just make this sand. But come on. That's clearly legs, a head, an arm. And watch that area, okay? Oh, they cut way away from it. Oh, yeah, it's the Brazilian one. His head goes back. I'll have to try to find that. But, like, that's clearly a Spider-Man. And I think there's one up here, too.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's got to be.
There has to
That's
be.
my guess. Because, and up here it feels a little, like, blurred out, too, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. There's a void right there.
And then all the way here, there's no sand. There's no blurriness. There's nothing going on over here. Maybe a little bit right here. Oh, I don't know. But this right here really feels like there's a Spider-Man there. Gotta be. And so you see him going down. Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it is a Statue of Liberty. For sure. That part. So that's Ned. Okay, so that's Ned, and she's falling.
Mm-hmm.
Ned's trying to catch her. He obviously misses her. He can't get her. She's going to fall down. This is Gwen Stacy all over again. I'm not here for it.
Maybe it doesn't happen.
Spider?
Maybe it doesn't.
Ben sees it. What's that?
Maybe it doesn't happen all the way because of what happens now.
Right. But look, ready? He sees it. This might not even be the same shot, to be perfectly honest with you. It probably isn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's Marvel for you. Look at her falling. Does that not feel like Emma Stone's falling? Looks exactly.
It does.
Here, watch this. Watch this. Gwen Stacy dead. Let's find it. Let's find the image. Image. I just want an image. I don't want a video.
But she shouldn't fall. No, never mind. It looked like she was like knee deep in cement, but that's not what that is.
What is this? Let's find. What? Oh, there's a. Let's get through this trailer, dude, or ad. Okay, hold on. I got something I want to show you. Let's go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's bring this over to this screen. Okay.
Adele.
So
No, that's not Adele. That's Emma Stone. Yeah. For some reason, for a second,
Look at
Emma
that.
Stone looked like Adele. Yeah.
see, that's what I was thinking it could be. But see her falling.
Yeah.
Okay. So that feels the same, doesn't it? Is this very similar?
Yeah.
And then here we go.
Yeah.
The part that's going to break my heart. So Spider-Man's trying to get her. That's what they're showing us. I don't think this is what's happening, but maybe it is. But I don't think it's I don't think it's Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He's going to reach out for her, but look at the hand. That, to me, is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's hand.
Different suit, though. I know that.
Exactly.
The blue is brighter.
That is an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man suit, if there ever was one. Let's see.
Okay.
Because look, let me find it on this one. There's got to be a close-up of his hand on here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is here. Look at this. Look at that suit.
Mm-hmm. No.
Right?
It's not the same one. Not the same one at all.
Look, this is. I think that's going to be Andrew Garfield reaching out to save her. Which is amazing. If that's, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I cry like a baby. I'll cry so hard. And then we have.
What's happening? They're starting to come through.
So first of all, just look at this. Does that not remind you of like
WandaVision?
when he broke the universe and all the crazy things started happening? Like all
Well,
the time.
in WandaVision, when they broke the
Timeline.
illusion?
What?
WandaVision, when they broke the illusion?
I mean, it's very like, and like, why are there these spots here? This feels like they're just breaking time, right? And all the everything's combining, right? The multiverse is cracking, clearly. But then
Happening. They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
so they're starting to come through and I can't stop them. This feels very much like after there's already been a fight. I mean, look at Peter.
It does.
He's already beat up a little.
What's happening? They're starting.
Look at him. He's already got some cuts on him.
Maybe
Unless
it's
they're
the
cutting
rest
it
of
from
them.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
They're coming through, and I can't stop them.
So who's coming through? Are the
Evil.
other Spider-Men coming through?
No, evil. I think it's evil. It has to be
You think
evil
it's
because
all
Doctor
evil?
Strange sounded sinister. It has to be evil.
All right, let's. Okay, so you think that's where like all the other guys are going to be coming through?
All the
Listen,
villains are gonna live there. Yes, all happy and healthy together,
that
singing
makes me
kumbaya songs and planning on how to take out their respective Peter Parkers.
listen. I'm fine with it because I love villains. So I want to see the Sinister Six. We've only seen 5, so like, who could the 6th one be? I mean, I don't know. I'm just so happy. Could be Vulture. People are saying Venom because remember the end credit for Venom. I mean, there's so many possibilities here. So
Mhm.
so 45-minute breakdown, and our answer is we
Mhm.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right? We have theories, but do we know anything? Not really. I
No,
think we can safely say we know Peter Parker messed up the spell, right? We can safely say that it's his
and at
fault.
some point, Doctor Strange does go after him.
Because the thing he stole, that box,
Mhm.
whatever
Mhm.
it is,
Yeah.
and that's all we know.
Okay, so what comics do we need to read to catch
This is
up?
the thing I don't think. I mean, I have a. I'll get the link and I'll drop it in the chat here. No Way Home. I put together some stuff because there's some, but it feels like they're taking little bits of things and they are, but they're also doing their own thing. One More Day is the big one because that's where he makes a deal to get his identity. There you go. There we go. Perfect. So there's the link. That's the main one. One More Day, and I think they're trying to fix it because people hated it. Fans hated it. I thought it was okay. It wasn't fantastic, but it's not as horrible as people make it out to be. People were just mad because it ended up reversing his marriage to MJ, and made it so that his kid he was going to have never exists. But I don't want to ruin it. Read the story. But other than that, it feels like they're just kind of trying to take little bits, but still do their own thing, which I'm fine with. I love like seriously, take a story and make it completely your own because I don't want to go in knowing what's going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there was our Spider-Man chat for super duper long time. So Hawkeye, real quick. I want to know what you thought of Hawkeye. Go ahead.
Yeah, we only got 10 minutes. Wow. Okay, so okay, so I appreciated the press conference because when I was watching it, I wondered what was going to happen. Where was the end go? Because I thought the first one was kind of slow. I mean, I think it was. On Clint's side, I thought it was kind of slow. Now on Kate's side, I think it gave us a really good introduction to her and who she was. I pretty much got a good idea of who she was, where she came from, an idea of what her family's probably about.
And I love they gave us her connection to Clint at the very opening scene. That
they did.
Was perfect.
They did. I love that. But then when we get to Clint and that musical, I hope it never sees the light of day.
I love it so much.
You would. Oh my God. It was so terrible. It was so horrible.
It's so bad, it's good.
It was so horrible. And he's there. But I'm just like, we get to the good stuff with Clint? And I think we do in a second episode, but in the first episode, Clint stuff just drags for me. But I love Kate.
Because I love Dad Clint. Like, we don't get to see him as a dad much. So I really loved seeing him as a dad.
I did. I guess I wasn't ready. I guess I was like, okay, enough dad stuff, enough. Okay, 2 seconds and you're done. I want to see you grab an arrow and kick some butt. That's all I want to see.
That's fair. That's
fair. So yeah, and I think that I think it's going to be a good one. I was worried about Christmas and it being too cheesy because Christmas things are wholesome and they have to have the happy ending and the fluffy. And I'm glad they kind of cleared that up in the news conference with the comparison to a certain Christmas movie that is hotly contested. Yes. You guys out there can probably guess what it is. Actually, if you want to guess, put it in the comments. Yes. But it's a hotly contested movie, and it is the movie. He said they were trying to get that kind of vibe out of it, right?
They did, yeah.
So yeah, I was happy to hear that because I did not want a parody
Right.
You know, anything like that. Going soft on this is Hawkeye. You can't do soft. And I love. I want to put this. Without being spoilery. I love that there are callbacks to Clint's other work that he did.
Yes.
That he's done with the group.
Yeah.
And
I know
and
exactly
it links him and Kate together. I don't know if I could say it. So I'm gonna say it links him and Kate together, I think, in a special way, in a really special way.
Yes.
And it actually it kind of moves Clint's story, like pushes it forward.
I agree. I totally agree. And so for me, I just thought the opening scene was perfect. Love. Here's Kate. Get to know her. Get why she cares about Hawkeye. Let's go. And then something that they even mentioned in the press conference. So because it's been mentioned in the press conference, I feel like it's not technically a spoiler or a review. The opening credits for this are just stunning. It feels like I'm watching the Matt Fraction comic book run, which is what you need to pick up to read, guys. That's what you need to read to understand this. The Matt Fraction comic book run for Hawkeye. Check it out. But it feels like that. And then they kind of show Kate's, like they've got those visuals, which feel just like the comic books. And then you see Kate's kind of origin story a little bit through like the cartoony animated in the intro, which I thought was a great way to do it because people are going into this. If you haven't read the comics, you don't know Kate Bishop. This is the introduction to Kate Bishop. So you need to know her. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So did you feel like you got to know her, right?
Yeah, I do. I felt like I really knew who she was when she was there. There was like no really. I mean, there were a couple questions, but nothing that was any major thing. I felt like I knew who she was.
Exactly. And that's why I think they did such a good job with that. And I think Haley is perfect. I mean, I'd be interested for you to read some comics with her now, and I should give you a list. West Coast Avengers. She's really good in West Coast Avengers. She leads the West Coast Avengers. For me, it felt like I was like, oh my gosh, this is Kate Bishop. Like she perfectly embodies Kate Bishop. And so to see someone go the other way around, like to see Haley's performance first and then read Kate Bishop's comics, I'd be interested to see if you feel the same way. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, did it? I was writing and I hit my thing. I was writing a list. So are they different people or
are what different people?
Different personalities? The Kate Bishops.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So Kate Bishop is perfect. I think she's amazing. So West Coast Avengers, where she leads the West Coast Avengers, is fantastic. And then we've got some of her with Clint. The Matt Fraction run is great. And she's very like sarcastic, but also she's like kind of fangirly for Hawkeye. And I love that they give you that in the and I don't want to say why, because there's a moment that I just love, and I think everyone should organically experience it. And I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But she has that like you're a Hawkeye. What? Like, and I love that. So, but I'd just be interested for you to go the other way around, not knowing the comics, seeing her on screen, and then going to the comics. Because for me, I just feel like Haley is Kate Bishop. Like she was everything I wanted her to be. And I think she's perfect.
I'll do that. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
I'll read it and give you my reaction, you guys.
Yes.
So.
And next week, Hawkeye will be out. So we'll be able to talk Hawkeye, and we will be talking spoilers, guys. We'll be talking spoilers next week for the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye. So fair warning, make sure you watch it when it drops. Just watch it when
watch it before you get here. If you don't watch it when it drops, leave the next week's episode until after. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be really disappointed in us, and it won't be our fault. I'm sorry.
Okay. It won't be, because we're giving you a warning now. We're going to give you a warning in the title next week, and we'll give you a warning in the description next week, and we'll give you a warning next week before we start.
Yep.
So it's your fault if you get spoiled. We're excited. So basically, what we're going to be doing now on every show, we'll have other stuff to talk about, of course, but we're also going to be going through and doing spoilers for Hawkeye. And we'll be coming to you like the day it drops. So it'll be a lot of fun to break down and talk about and discuss. So I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
I am too.
6 episodes, 2. And then 4 weeks after that, because they're doing 2. They're dropping 2 together.
Okay, so they're going to drop. Okay, the first.
Yeah, because I think they didn't want to butt heads with, for a couple of reasons. I'm guessing they didn't want to butt heads with Book of Boba Fett, because or else they would have overlapped a week, which would have been a lot. And then I also think probably they wanted it to wrap up by Christmas, because it really is Christmas, and I'm sure it ends at Christmas. Like, I guarantee you the final episode is Christmas. So it would have been weird for that to air after Christmas.
Well, it has to be because of what Kevin Feige said during the press conference.
Right.
And he said it during the press conference. It's probably out in Variety somewhere. He said the plot is, will Clint get home for Christmas in 6 days?
Right. Exactly.
And that's the whole that's what drives. And to me, that's the perfect type of tension for this character.
Yeah, because you got that countdown, like, and he just wants to get home and be with his family, so he's got to get business taken care of so that he can do that, which I absolutely love. And so,
you have the kid, Dad, would you be home for Christmas? And it's like, so you get more Dad Clint, in this one. So yeah,
I was so excited about that. I even asked a question about it, and he had the best.
Yes, you did.
So that's his superpower, is being a dad. I was like,
yes. I love that answer. You're gonna have to clip it. You're gonna clip it and run it next week. Can you clip it and run it next week? Will they let you clip? I don't know if they'll give us a copy of it.
They said we're only getting a transcript. We're not getting video.
It was a good answer that he gave to that question about him being a dad and his dad superpowers and stuff like that. Yeah.
I plan to write an article about it once we get the transcript, so I can exactly get his exact words. So
because it was like a lengthy little
It was good. It was good because my first question, I got one sentence from Kevin Feige, being Kevin Feige. He's like, well, if you have Clinton Kate, you have to have Lucky. Okay, thanks a lot. Awesome.
That was so funny. I was laughing.
I was like, thank you, Kevin. It's a fantastic answer.
That was it, y'all. That was it. That was the whole answer right there. So
that was literally the answer to, like, my question was longer than his answer. But anyways, so I think that's why they changed it, right? So it would end for Christmas. And real quick, we've got like a couple minutes. You want to quickly run through those comics that just
I had a whole list, but I'm going to go through just the number one. So the Fantastic Four anniversary tribute number one. And I'm going through number ones because if you don't get them today, you're probably not going to find them. Y'all know how number ones go off the shelf. Never find them. Wonder Woman Evolution, Wonder Woman in Space, y'all. Number one out today. And then all the Robins, including the girl Robin, together I don't know if they're having a group therapy session or an interventions or something, and then somebody comes in and messes with them and it starts the run. So this is like a comic book run with all of the Robins. There's 5 of them. Get it. Number one's out today. Darkhold Wasp. I don't know what Darkhold is or Wasp, but the cover looks amazing. She's got like spikes and stuff. That one's out today. And then the Sonic Imposter Syndrome.
Ooh, that sounds interesting too. Imposter Syndrome.
Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome. It's a new series, so it goes out. But those are the number ones. There's also Nubia in the Amazon's number 2 that's out, but
ones are important. People will always buy number one, even if they don't care to read the whole thing, and then you'll never ever find it. Like, you might find it tomorrow, but I wouldn't go past this weekend. They're probably gone everywhere. They're gone.
Yeah. So you need to go out today. And I think I'm going to try to do this every once in a while when there's a bunch of number ones coming out to let you guys know.
Yeah.
You need to get out there and just kind of grab them all up. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our very lengthy Spider-Man No Way Home breakdown, our very quick social reaction to Hawkeye. Again, next week we're going to dive way into spoilers. We're going to break down both episodes. We're going to talk all about Hawkeye. So be sure to join us next week at 11 a.m. But we're not the only show here. I don't know. Do you have that list ready or no?
No, I don't. Okay. I forgot completely about the list. I was worried about getting the comics down.
Fine. So tomorrow we have Hollywood Approved, and I don't know what they have, but I'm sure they've got people. They always have somebody. Always.
They do. And then isn't Trending in Hollywood the next day?
Yeah. And then Mondays is Pop Council, which is the closest to us. They're amazing. We love Wendy and Jamie. And I know they're going to be talking about the trailer next week as well. So make sure you definitely want to.
Yeah. Because I think Jamie may have Easter eggs.
They asked me to go to the show. I have a dentist appointment that I can't move, so I have to miss it. But it would have been really good to be a part of.
Y'all need to watch because I think Wendy and Jamie may have Easter eggs. So you need to definitely tune in on Monday.
And I think they're going to be talking about the Wheel of Time too, which I have to finish up my last episode and get my review up hopefully today. I'm way behind on that. Way behind. Embargo was yesterday. I'm not that far behind, but I was away and I've been dealing with family stuff, so I feel behind. I like to come into the embargo times prepared, and it's been a lot these last 2 weeks. But so stay tuned to my channel for that and everything else. Later today, in about an hour, I'm going on my channel to do another breakdown of the trailer. So, hey, if you felt like this one was fun, come and do it live on my channel too. And you guys can find me everywhere at Mama's Geeky. It's right here. Find me there, everywhere, mamasgeeky.com, all social media. How about you?
Jonita L. Davis, right here. Find me everywhere. And at the Black Cape, and Black Cape Media on YouTube. And check out our last week's episode. It's pre-recorded. It was with a perfect end to Doom Patrol, right? With Javon Wade in there. Cyborg.
Yes.
So
he was great.
Yeah, it was a great conversation. And y'all, he addressed the part where Cyborg was not in the comics. If you didn't know that, spoiler.
Right. He's not even in Doom Patrol comics.
He's not in the comics.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so go watch. Anyway.
Yes, go watch that, and we will see you guys next week. Make sure you watch Hawkeye before you come watch us, or else we're gonna spoil the entire thing for you.
It'll be all Hawkeye. I don't know why you even said that we were gonna talk about other stuff. We're not. It's gonna be all Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's my boy. I can't help it. Hawkeye and Clint.
Yeah.
Clint and Kate. I can't even talk. Clint and Kate are my people.
Yep.
They're my people.
There you go.
All
Watch
right.
before you get here, because we're not gonna talk about anything else. I will try, but it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. All right, guys.